Something I'm not really looking forward to is taking this wheel off, but gonna have to do it. There's no other way. Otherwise, it would be staying here for the end of the decade. But since an impact and wrench doesn't work, I almost bend one pry bar, and these nuts are pretty much stuck. They're 32 millimeters and they're all fine thread, so go guess, 20 or 30 years of rust in between. But we do have a solution. And that is this guy over here, which I custom built with the help of a friend who did the welding job. This is my blowtorch, or basically oxygen propane torch, and it even has a name, believe it or not, and it's called Morty. And not from the Rick and Morty show, some people would associate with that. That's actually, this Morty is actually a real life person. I won't say how it ties in and why name a blowtorch after that person. Well, someone who has a fire nature like a blowtorch deserves kind of like a respectable place in my book. So yeah. So let me just say a few words. I I wasn't wanted to rent this torch, but it comes out that renting really doesn't work in my area. So I'm kind of have to use what I have. And since we got old, since we had 3 tractors, well, you know what, getting rusty bolts out, this is going to help us a lot. So while I'm here, I'm going to disassemble this, and maybe I can get it filmed when I'm going to heat up all the nuts, and hopefully they come loose. Hopefully. But first, unofficial mail time. One of my neighbors, his grandfather had a crawler. He gave me this dashboard. I mean, it's very usable. It's an older style dashboard, but you know what? I'll take it. I mean, the crawler is long gone, but at least we have something. Then there's a package from Finland, I believe. So I think that should be our new wire harness. Spoilers. And this is sent by a viewer. I don't know what's in it. I mean, probably a cover of something. I'll see what's inside. I'll take them apart and show you the insides. And what did we get? We did get a golf tree cover. I can't really use, but whatever, it's a gift. So, kudos to the person who gave it. And just as I bought, that's a brand new wire harness. Let me see. Oh yeah, that is brand new. Brand new crawler wire harness. Wow. Like, that's gonna save me a lot of time and effort. And this one may use or may not use, but definitely we're going to scavenge something from here. So thanks for the people. I don't have an official mailbox, but I'll try to see if I can get one organized where people can send me something. I mean, I don't know. I don't have many fans on this channel, but the people that have been here the longest are usually the what I would call the channel supporters. So yeah, I'll see. Maybe I'll get a post office box, because the place where I live, haven't had a post box here basically for 20 years. All the mail goes to the nearest town. So yeah, go figure. So I'm going to see what I can do with that. But anyways, let's get back to let me stash these things up, and let me get back to the cutting the stubborn nuts out, or at least trying to free them. And before you ask, why didn't you try an impact? If it's a fine thread nut, no impact is going to get a seized one out, unless, or it's going to just break it. So we're going to have to do this the old school method. There's no way around it. So let me get to the part of the video where we actually start doing the job. Sedan natukene tahab töötamist. Seda ma esimest korda panen tööle, nii et ma vaatan, kuidas ta üldse töötab. Külmaga ta gaas põleb. Vaatan, mis pull siin nüüd on. Tollest nagu pitsist üldse tulla. No, ta ei taha põleda külmaga. Ei tea. No, ei taha, jah. Jätta tasub panna sinna leegi juurde kunagi. Bad news, this torch I have seems to not want to function really. I mean, it functions, but because there's like slight wind, it just blows out the flame faster than I can react. And that's the problem. I'm in the area where there's absolutely horrible winds, especially south and southwest winds. Those are like the worst ones. Well, I don't know. I'm gonna try another and figure out what else is going on. But you know, I tried to pry bar this with the torch and it won't budge. Like it's that stuck, it won't budge. It broke this wrench. I just tried this, a sacrificial one. This one a friend I borrowed. This one is a good one, but the problem is I don't have anything that is, you know, substantially hard enough that would fit through this hole. So I'm left with, you know, the worst case scenario. I'm just going to cut the nuts off with the studs and basically put new studs and nuts in. It's gonna be an expensive one, but if they can't be salvaged and it's that stuck already, we're talking about 30 years of rust or even more. Well, what else am I left? I mean, I can't leave the wheel like this, and I can't do anything about the wind. I may try something different, maybe induction heater, but I don't know if I can even find one that I can actually borrow for money. But I'll see what I can do. But it's definitely clear that there's gonna be a long and hard thing to remove. Like, I already knew that this was going to be a problem, so this is why I didn't want to do this in the summer. Okay, enough yapping. I'm going to see what else I can do. Maybe I come up with something. You'll see. Okay, we're going to try a different torch. This is actually a acetylene one. But you know what? It'll do the job, because all I need to do is pretty much heat one point. I don't need to cut anything. The other torch I'm going to tear apart and see what the deal is. These ones have really tight controls. The other one had like really janky controls, and I'm hoping that I can use now this one. But again, too freaking windy outside. There's like 10 meters per second wind, and with that wind you're unable to cut really anything or even to heat anything, because it will just blow out the flame. So let's wait for a bit better weather and try again. Oh man, this thing works now great. This is the old school, pretty much it's a acetylene welding torch, but you know, it works great. I mean, I got the job done. I mean, this thing is good now. I mean, Morty the torch does the job, but I could get only one loose, and Yeah, I mean, soft iron pry bars are pretty much useless here. I guess I have to go and find something else, something that's more sturdy. I'll see what I come up with, because we've already, I saw all the rust fluid coming out, put penetrating oil while it was hot, so they should come loose now. They're all cooked and baked, and if we have to do it again, I did it at least 3 times, so they should come loose. One did, but the other ones, they are kind of refusing because, well, that pry bar is no good. We need to find something sturdier. Hold on, I'll see what I can do. Alrighty, take two. I'm going to see if we can get this thing into action, and hopefully we start getting this bolt loose. I have the heavy equipment. Let's see if the Makita can actually get these stubborn nuts loose, but we have to heat them up. There's no way it's gonna do it cold, so I'll be here for a while. And you can't actually beat the old school torch. I mean, this one, and this one's much better. Just concentric rings around the bolt, not the stud. Or, sorry, the nut. Let's get her nice and hot. Okay. Oh yeah. And now, we have to repeat 7 more times. Oh man, she was stuck. Hot. Alrighty. Didn't burn anything? Yeah. Okay, if I put some... Oh yeah. Look at all the rust goop coming out. We have to chase all the threads anyway. I mean, this thread, not too schmucked. It's kind of... These ones I'm probably going to cut off with an angle grinder. These ones are not worth, you know, putting gas on it. So let's just repeat it one more time, I guess. See what's gonna happen. Bolt number 2. This is the nut that bent the freaking pry bar. Actually, 2. But this seems to work. But you can tell that these things have been put on dry. And this is now the 3rd heat cycle. Hot. It seems to be the way. Oh man. I saw like shitload of rust vapor come out. So basically, these other ones are going to be more or less the same. So I'll spare you from watching a long video and going to get back when it's all done. So hold on for a moment. So we have the wheel off, as you can see. I mean, this thing has been stuck for decades, but these ones weren't much of a problem. I used my angry angle grinder and cut them off. Really nothing. The only problem I had was it fell on the side and I had to really struggle to get it back. But since I have the other tractor, it ain't that much of a problem. But look at the rust pitting on this feel or the wheel weight bolts. That has to be like 40 years plus pitting. Man, like these are soft bolts, like they're really easy to cut. So now it's phase 2. We're going to have to get this old tire off or just take it to the tire shop, and then we're golden with this machine. I mean, not much else to do than put the wheel back on. So okay, let me go visit a friend and then I'll see what else I think I can do. Okay, we have the tires loaded up. I mean, that's a bit cracked, but it's a good used one. I mean, it's hardly had any use, so better than what I have. And I'm getting the air tube out. And basically, that's it. I'm taking this to a tire shop because I considered doing this myself. I could actually get one of the beads loose. I mean, both beads are loose, but I can't hold the angle grinder and cut the tire off and same time, you know, put pressure on the tire. So not doable. So into tire shop it goes. It's gonna cost me a lot of money, but unfortunately there is no other way around it. I mean, we might get this thing running soon. So yeah, better start doing it now. Oh my, that's some piece of art from nature that I've seen one. Wow. Well, I guess it's winter after all. But guess what? The tire is back and it did cost me more money. As you saw from the other picture, the first tire was unusable. It's just too cracked. But this one, I just sent to them. This one's pretty good. I mean, there's some small cracks. It's used, but it's good. It's holding air. It's the technician approved it. So thanks guys over at the tire shop. You did excellent work. Now tomorrow my friend is going to come and basically we're going to put this tire back into its place. Now I did clean up all the treads here. Like these are like really hardened steel. Like you need a really good, you know, tread cutter or tread chaser. These are metric M22 fine tread. That's M22 times 1.5. So, and if you're going to cut these, well, one of them, like this one was schmucked. The other ones were mostly intact. And for the nuts, you also need to use the same size tread cutter. So, I don't know, like, I mean, it was kind of pain in the work doing all 8 of them, but you know what? I mean, once the tire is on, it's on, and I'm going to put a lot of molten grease on these studs so that this thing will come loose. And did some shoving, and well, we got everything we need. Now all we need is I gotta wait for my friend to come, and we're gonna mount the tire on here, and then we can move forward with all the other things we have. And also when you're getting the tread chasers, tread cutters, get new ones and don't use old tall ones. Those won't do anything here, especially when it's rusted solid for all these years. Now I'm wondering why is there a fuel leak here again. I'll see what I can do. In the meanwhile, I'm just gonna wait for my friend who's gonna show up tomorrow, and then we're going to install this tire back. There's our first sign of winter. The old ball jack is just frozen. It ain't moving. So I'm gonna find a replacement one. This one probably needs to thaw out before it does anything. So hopefully it lowers and we can yoink something more reliable here. Wow, the joys of winter. Well, as you can see, the tire's mounted. All 8 bolts are secured. I use a 2-meter cheater bar, and basically that's all the torque you need. I don't know the exact torque spec, but definitely put a lot of molten grease everywhere, so this wheel should not get that stuck anymore. This tire is probably, I looked at the date code, it's 1989, but you know what? It's better than what we had. And now I'm going to do some maintenance with these freaking fuel leaks everywhere. Put some fuel in, and I think we can actually do a cold start. So yeah, there's a lot more to do. Like I'm gonna put brazed hoses here instead of just rubber hoses. There's another rubber hose that needs to go. These electrical systems, just horrible. Um, Not my specialty really, but I'll do all the works and then we're going to go to cold start of this thing because I have a small job that needs to be taken care of. So see you around soon. will see me do this a million times. It's primed and ready, and let's see how well it will start. Start by this. Also the fuel sediment valve is leaking. I think I have to replace that one. Okay. Then no problem. This one starts always fine. Now, let's do something cool for a change. Oh yeah, that's the compost pile is now gone, and there's a rat there in that pile. I didn't kill it, but he's gonna have to dig his way out now. And yeah, old rat did the job. So, and that's the conclusion of the video. We actually fixed the broken tire. It was pretty much, the tire had been sitting, the tractor had been sitting like that since all summer. So I'm happy that before the end of the year I got all 3 tractors running and working. That includes the crawler as well. I'm happy. I mean, saw does work like a champ. I'm going to put the wheel weights back on, but I don't have the correct bolts for it, so I may have to custom make something, but that's actually is something for another video. This video only concluded the tire repair and featured Morty the torch. So if you like this kind of shenanigans, always hit the like, leave a comment. That really helps, and I guess see you around in the next videos. So bye.